But also, because people may argue, people will watch this and they'll say, yeah, but you're just dealing with Miami girls and it's different, blah, blah, blah.
You've been all around the world.
It's not.
Troy, tell about that. Please, Troy, you've been
International
all over
man
the
of
world.
mystery.
You've literally been pretty much on almost every continent on the face of this fucking planet. Tell us about women in other places, since they like to say, that's just Miami girls.
Real quick, let's go to Twitch, because we said so many times. Let's go to Twitch.
Yeah, kill Twitch.
You
mean kill Twitch.
Yeah, kill Twitch.
Yeah. Continue, Troy.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I've traveled a lot. I've been in Russia, I've been in Ukraine, I've been in all over Europe, obviously, like South America here, like just all over the place. And women are women wherever you go.
That's right.
That's the reality of it, you know. And I was talking to someone earlier about this. You know, there's this perception, go to Eastern Europe and they're all super traditional and they get super sweet, super innocent. They're not. They're absolutely not. Those guys can be ruthless as hell, you know. So can the Latin guy. So I mean, no, this perception. Oh well, you're in Miami. There's a certain type of girl here. I mean, that might be true. I mean, there's obviously a certain type of girl who comes on this show or whatever, but they've all got the propensity to operate in exactly the same way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If they're put,
maybe even, you know, maybe these so-called like traditional countries, particularly where the economy is maybe not as good, in a sense, those girls have even more incentive to be Machiavellian. And the worst thing that happens, because we talk about this passport bro thing, you know, the passport bro thing, I think overall is good. I don't see a problem with going where you're appreciated. It seems good, but a lot of guys do it wrong, and they end up, you know, going on some scam marriage agency
and they
or
expect
getting
American
fucked
women
over.
to give a fuck. That's the other thing too, guys. They don't give a shit that y'all are leaving. I mean, do it, but just don't think that American women are like, oh my god, there's an influx of men.
American women. Look, it's funny when these passport bros go like, yeah, I'm going overseas and I'm gonna get my Filipina wife. That's like some fat bitch. That's like a fat woman say, you know what? I'm not dating niggas no more. I'm dating white boys. Bye. See ya. They do not give a shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to announce to the world that you're going to be a passport, bro. Just fucking go do it.
Yeah, you don't need to make a thing about it. It's your business. I mean, just go do it.
And if you make a thing about it, you're still trying to get the attention of the opposite sex, which means you're not really over it. Just get your passport and get the hell out of America.
You guys know that killed it in the passport bro section? It's low key. No one knows. Yo, bro.
That's it.
Well, you know, in Miami, or I'm in Colombia.
There you go.
Because they know what it is. Spreading it out like that makes awareness and spreads. Whenever you spread awareness, what happens? People come to the country, they're trash it, they make it worse. So they're just killing the whole process itself by talking about it.
And that's really happened to the red pill. The red pill has, let's face it, guys, it's gone mainstream. Yeah. And lately, over the past few years, we've had a lot of Johnny-come-lately red pill guys try to dip their toe in. It gets a little too hot, and then they figure out I can't fuck with these guys like that anymore, and they end up finding out really the hard way. But this is just how it is, man. You can either choose to listen to us or not. But
as far as the passport bros thing, right? I'll give people like an analogy to this, right? Like, let's say you're an NBA player in the United States, right? You're like maybe on the bench or something, but you're an NBA player. You got some goddamn status. You go into a party, you know, I play in the NBA. Oh, cool. Like, and a lot of these NBA players, I know this from dealing with some chicks, like a lot of them are simps, right? They make a lot of mistakes when they deal with women. However, their status allows women to kind of see past that, and it lets them kind of stay in a relationship where they're dealing a little bit longer. I would say that's a fairly functional equivalent to you going over to like Colombia or to the Philippines or one of these places, right? You go to these places, you have higher perceived status, you're able to get away with more fuck-ups, right? But does not change hypergamy. Hypergamy is hypergamy regardless if you're in the United States, South America, Eastern Europe, Western Europe. It doesn't matter. So if you're an NBA player in the U.S., right, and you're getting girls, but you're kind of like fucking up, you're sipping here and there. They still deal with you because of your status. You got a amount of time, right? But in these poorer countries, it's a similar thing. But if you fuck up enough, they're still going to leave you if you sip enough.
You know what? So James Tusk, shout out to James Tusk, my friend and colleague. So he's traveled more than, I mean, he travels just 24/7. He travels all the time, and he said even the so-called easy places, like you go to Thailand and you think, it's going to be, bro, I go to Thailand, it's going to be easy. And obviously it is, but you've still got that higher echelon. You've still got that top echelon, and that top echelon, if you're a dork, you know, you turn up in your fucking Walmart, I don't know, t-shirt or whatever, you're still not going to break into that top echelon, because hypergamy is hypergamy wherever you go. So, you know.
And I really want to tell people this because they want to do the passport thing. That's fine, but understand that it's not necessarily going to save you.
That's right.
You just might be able to make more mistakes without losing the game, right? Like in the United States, right? Let's say you're dealing with a really attractive girl that has a big Instagram following, whatever. Well, you make a couple of mistakes and you're probably done because she has so many other options. She understands, I got the sexual marketplace under my fingertip. But you go to like a Colombia, that girl might not have as many options, so you'll be able to get away with more fuck-ups. But my thing is you still have to understand female nature and know how to move. It's just that going foreign gives you a higher perceived status so you can make more mistakes. But why make mistakes in the first place?
We had a friend You know him very well. Moved from Miami to Colombia. He wanted to escape American women because they would, definitely be like.
He did what with the American woman?
He wanted to escape.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Okay, I got
so, Me Too movement, getting called by the police, all that stuff. He wanted to avoid all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Went to Colombia. Got a job online marketing. Very successful. Found a girlfriend. Wiped her up. Year in. Everything's great. Perfect. No issues. Amazing, right? Happy that he left America. Kind of find out, he stepped out, right, and cheated with a different girl, apparently.
Okay.
And remember, he left America to avoid the Me Too movement, all this stuff. Kind of find out the girl saw that he was talking to another girl, right? Got upset. Man, she's a Colombian, Paisa, well-raised woman, no issues at all. Got upset. And women are very feisty. They're very
yes, of course.
So ends up calling the police on him because she told him that he hit her.
Oh, no.
So now he left America to escape the whole issue, all women are right, whatever.
Unbelievable.
Ended up happening in Colombia, the same said thing. And it's because he did something that she didn't like.
Yeah.
And she turned on him instantly.
And she's probably never, I don't know, who knows, she might have heard of the hashtag Me Too movement, but it's just like what you're saying.
Nobody's safe.
It doesn't matter where you go. There are always going to be risk. There is much higher risk here in the United States. There appears to be much less risk overseas. You can either choose to deal with high-risk women in the United States or lower-risk women around the world. But at the end of the day, I think a good litmus test for men dealing with American and foreign women is lower risk women tend to reward good behaviors. Send a slut a good morning text. If you want a slut to stop stupid, send her a good morning text, and she won't text you
morning,
for like
babe.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, morning, babe. How was your right? Now if you just went out with a girl, send her a good morning text, and she responds with, hey, I'm doing good, blah blah blah, can't wait to see you again, then she has potential.
Yeah.
But if a girl game is for the broken, guys. Game is for the broken. If you have to use red pill game on a woman to get her to be attracted to you, she is broken. Guess what? I had to use red pill game to get my girlfriend. Want to know why? Because Devin is broken. Any woman in this country, any woman born, I'm telling you, just keeping it real. Any woman born, I love you to death, Devin. I love her to death. I really do. I've spent a lot of time with her, and our life is great.
Keeping it real.
Right, but the reason why game worked on her is because she was born and raised in the West. Does this make her a bad person? Absolutely not. But what men have to understand is that fathers and mothers aren't raising women anymore. It's incumbent upon you to train your woman. If you don't want to do that, yeah,
it's been said, hasn't it, that game or red pill as well. It's a response to the way society is. If society wasn't the way it was, then there would be no need for any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I agree with you 100%. The controversial take is as well, Donovan. That I've said it before. Like if you sleep with a girl, right, and she doesn't hit you back, there's a very high chance that she's fairly promiscuous because typically if a girl has sex with a guy, even if she didn't like him all the way, or maybe it was like blah blah blah. Well, no, actually, she must have liked you if she slept with you in the first place. The girl isn't promiscuous in general, so she would hit you back because she felt like she lost something.
There you go.
But once a girl has had a bunch of partners, she becomes desensitized, and it doesn't necessarily matter to her as much.
And she doesn't realize that a guy talking to her is a bigger loss than she even realizes at that point until later on down the line.
So and the other thing too, I agree, is if you give a girl chivalrous gentleman treatment and she punishes that. That is also a telltale sign she's more than likely a whore.
Do you know what we saw, though? When we were in Ukraine before the war, you would go to Ukraine and regularly you would see dudes turning up for a date with flowers.
Yeah.
Actually turning up for that. Can you imagine doing that? Can you imagine doing that in Miami?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Or she doesn't like you at all.
Yeah. Sterling
signs.
mentioned that how in certain places you can treat a woman like a lady and it actually is appreciated.
Yeah.
There you go.
Versus, in other places it's punished.
Can you imagine for a second if I got a date with a girl here in Miami and I turned up with a bunch of flowers?
Oh, Jesus, Troy. We would stage an intervention.
What's wrong with you?
Troy, we're all here because we love you. Okay, we know. Listen, it's come to our attention that you have been bringing flowers on first dates. Now, we have a counselor here to help you out. We're going to send you to a treatment center. It's good. Dude, it's awesome. It's out in Palm Springs. No simping.
It would actually be quite funny to do a series of videos with that, wouldn't it? It's turning up to the first date with flowers and seeing how the girls react.
That would be classic.
It'd be quite good content.
Yeah, like the guys, for those that are watching, like if a girl treats you poorly when you treat her well, bro, she's probably.
Listen. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Listen, if you treat a woman if a woman punishes you for treating her like a lady, she belongs to the streets. That's it. If a woman, here's the thing: women are not supposed to reward asshole behavior. They're not supposed to, but they've been programmed to, and that's why we're assholes. No, go ahead.
No, but you're right, and that's the problem. But the problem is it's 99.9% of women in the Anglosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, real talk. And so many men out here who have women, they think their women are somehow special or different.
No.
Listen, I love my girl, but guess what? My girl ain't special. She's not different. She's not unique. She is the average rank and file American woman who I happened to be in the right place at the right time with the right lines, and we made it work. But make no mistake about the fact that Devin is only the way she is because of me. Because if I hadn't found Devin when I found her ass might have been up here in Miami before me.
There you go.
Real shit. That doesn't make her a bad person, guys. It just makes her a woman. It is what it is.
Shout out to all these supporters here as well.
Okay.
Go somewhere.
The dude was like, Devin's going to get you for public embarrassment. I wish he would.
Nah,
I wish he would.
Nah, he's been doing this for years, guys.
Yeah.
He already knows.
Yeah, y'all must be new here.
Yeah, right.
Y'all must be fucking new here, man.
You must be new here. Yeah, right. Oh my God. Donovan said, what, dude?
Hi, I've been a big fan